Hello again, YouTube. Scout Dad 97 here again. Today I'll be going over the Cub Scouts overall mission. This information is taken directly off their website. It's not hard to find at all, but I'll be going over it just for the sake of putting it on YouTube and making it more available. This Cub Scout program has 10 purposes related to the overall mission of the Boy Scouts of America. The overall mission is to build character, learn citizenship, and develop personal fitness. These 10 purposes are character development, spiritual growth, good citizenship, sportsmanship and fitness, family understanding, respective relationships, personal achievements, family service, fun and adventure, and preparing the kids for Boy Scouting. Every Cub Scout activity should help fulfill one of these purposes. When considering new activities, ask which purpose or purposes is supported. Not everything in Cub Scouts have to be serious. Far from it. In fact, silly songs, antics, games, and yummy snacks are all part of the program. We try to make it a fun and interesting learning environment for the kids. Most of the things that we've been doing lately have fallen into the fun and adventure side, but we also touch on citizenship, character development, sportsmanship, and fitness. The methods of Cub Scouting is to accomplish its purpose into achieving the overall goals of building character, learning citizenship, and developing personal fitness. Cub Scouting uses 7 methods. The first one is living the idea. Cub Scouting values are embedded in the Cub Scout oath, the Cub Scout law, the Cub Scout motto, and the Scout sign, handshake, and salute. These practices help establish and reinforce the program's values in boys and the leaders who guide them. So, what does that mean? Okay, so the Cub Scout oath, law, and motto and as well as the sign, handshake, and salute will all be covered in later videos in more detail. Basically, it's all about being a good person. Being a good person to you, yourself, being true to yourself, your family, your country, any deity that you may believe in. Cub Scouting does believe that you must believe in the existence of a God. It does not specify they earn badges and strengthen their family understanding as the adult family members and their den leaders work with the boys to achieve projects. What this means is that as your children go through the program, they will earn belt loops, which all depend on which den they're a part of, either tiger, wolf, bear, or Weeblos. So they will earn their belt loops. There's also special patches they can learn, and they can earn those also. This gives them the physical representation of having something to look at and to know that they've learned a skill that may be able to help them later on in their lives. Number 4 is involve the family and the house. Or whether the Cub Scouts live with 2 parents or one, a foster family with other relatives, his family is an important part of Cub Scouting. Parents and adult family members provide leadership and support for Cub Scouting to help ensure the boys have a good experience in the program. Families are a big part of Scouting. I'm a bigger part of my child's Scouting because he's the only bear and I'm the assistant Cub Master. So I have a lot of interaction with him, trying to get all of his achievements done in a timely manner. Certain dens require more interaction than others. The tiger den requires a parent to be present at all activities. So at your den meetings, the parents will need to be there per the Scout law, or per the requirements of the Boy Scouts of America regulations. Your particular pack may decide that it doesn't need to be that way, but that's up to them to decide if they want to hold to regulations or not. And it doesn't always have to be a parent that has to be present. It is somebody who is over the age of 18 and has a good standing relationship with the child. So a babysitter who's over the age of 18, a cousin, any other relative, a family friend, it doesn't matter. Not only does this apply to den meetings and pack meetings, it also applies to camping. Any camping or outdoor activities, there must be an adult partner, as the Cub Scout handbook puts it, present with the child at all times. Also on this note, please don't use Cub Scouting as a babysitter. While it might give you time to run to the store, catch up on some house cleaning, or whatever you need to do with your time, it's important for your child to have somebody there that they can share the experience with. It can be fun. If you get really involved, Cub Scouting can be extremely fun and personally rewarding. Number 5 is participating in activities. Cub Scouts participate in a huge array of activities, including games, projects, skits, stunts, songs, outdoor activities, trips, and service projects. Besides being fun, these activities offer opportunities for growth, achievement, and family involvement. This just goes to reinforce the need for the family involvement within Cub Scouting and your Cub Scout. We have a lot of fun. We made an obstacle course the other day and let all the kids run through it. Some of the parents tried to join in. There were some of them that were made a little bit too small. I made them all kid-sized instead of adult-sized, but it was still kind of funny to watch some of the adults try to go through and do the obstacle course with the kids. Number 6 is serving home and neighborhood. Cub Scouting focuses on the home and neighborhood. It helps boys strengthen communications to their local community. I'm going to start over. Serving home and neighborhood. Cub Scouting focuses on the home and the neighborhood. It helps boys strengthen connections with their communities, which in turn supports the boys' growth and development. This can be done in a number of ways. There's the Meals on Wheels, which gets the children out and involved with other people in their communities. There's also the trash pickups. Also fundraising gets the kids out and in communication with their neighborhood and their community. I know a lot of parents take their children's popcorn order form with them to work and pass it around, and then they're done. I drove my son around for 10 hours. We covered the whole town from north to south to east to west, and he sold, I think, $1,800 worth of meat and cheese this year. So he got the #1 top seller in his pack, which really wasn't that difficult because there were only 7 of them. But having that much positive interaction with adult people that they may or may not know is really good for their growth and development. The number 7 is wearing the uniform. Cub Scouts uniforms serve a dual purpose. They demonstrate membership to a group. Everyone is dressed alike. And individual achievements, where the boys wear the patches that they've earned. Wearing the uniforms to meetings and activities also encourages a neat appearance, a sense of belonging, and good behavior. Now, the good behavior, they should be well behaved even if they're not in their uniform. But I've noticed that when they're in their uniform, they're a lot more well behaved. Now, I'll cover uniforms in a later video. As you can see, I have on a tan uniform because I am a leader. Weeblos can also wear a tan. All of the Cub Scouts wear I think it's a navy-ish blue. I'm a male. I don't really understand colors and shades. So it's a blue shirt where they can display all of their patches. I have a few patches on myself. I have my district patch, the number patch, the assistant Cub master patch. I have a single knot, which just means that I was at one time an Arrow of Light Scout. And I have the American flag. I do have other patches that I could put on here. I just haven't, because I haven't had time to make it down to the scout shop because we live about 2.5 hours away. But all the boys will have, I'll cover it in another video, but they'll have various patches depending on their rank and their other achievements that they've achieved while they've been in Cub Scouting. I think that covers the, I can't even remember what this video was about. The 10 purposes related to the overall mission of the Boy Scouts of America. Join me in a later video where I'll cover something else.